welcome to Titan Radio Live, a collaboration effort between Titan TV and Titan Radio. I'm your host, Shelby Stancliff, and today we have MoMo in the studio at Titan Communications to play a few songs. If you like what you hear, visit MoMo with a mic on Instagram or look her up on SoundCloud. Take it away.
We used to laugh all day and then we'd talk at night and we'd sort of fight. I knew Jesus, you went to film school. I liked you, but you loved me. I moved away, you stayed home, lived your life, carried on. We still talked, but less so. I got a man, you got a girl. That's what humans do. Yeah, that's what humans do. You and I, both the sad but cheerful types around the fire, smoking peace pipes, anything for a friend in need types. The last time we could have met, I had 48 hours, you had a blind date, and ultimately I had to let you be. I moved away, you stayed home, lived your life, carried on. We still talked, but less so. I got a man, you got a girl. 'Cause that's what humans do. Yeah, that's what humans do. I hope love is transcendent, so you'll reincarnate as my pet. Then I can hug you and squeeze you and deal with my regret. I respect your decisions, I always did. I knew you wanted a wife, a house, a kid, but the pipes were calling you. So what the fuck do the rest of us do? I moved away, you stayed home, lived your life, carried on. We still talked, but less so. I got a man, you got a girl. 'Cause that's what humans do. That's what humans do. Yeah, that's what humans do. Yeah, that's what humans do. Baby, do you understand me now? Sometimes you see that I'm mad. Don't you know no one alive can always be an angel? When everything goes wrong, you see some bad. But I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Buy it up, no, baby. Sometimes I'm so carefree, with a joy that's hard to hide. faults like anyone else does. Sometimes I find myself alone, regretting some little foolish thing, some simple thing that I've done. But I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood.
Thank you so much, and welcome to the studio, Momo. Go ahead and introduce yourself and who you brought with you today.
Yes, my name is Momo, and I'm very happy to be here today. My writing partner to my right here is Richard Barron. These are songs that we've written and developed over a few years. He is also today on flute and saxophone. And then to my left is my newest band member, Arthur Seltzer. He's kicking it on the background vocals.
Well, welcome.
Yeah.
And what were those first two songs called that you played?
Humans is the first one, about a very personal story in my life. And then, of course, Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood, originally by the great Nina Simone.
Got it.
My favorite.
And I just want to say you have such a cool and unique sound. So I'm curious, what's your kind of musical inspiration?
So Nina Simone is probably my favorite female vocalist and songwriter and performer. And then I always kind of go to Freddie Mercury
Oh, of course.
on the other side of that. And those are both, my God, they're both past, which is sad, but also that's kind of where I glean a lot of my taste from, I suppose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. So then when it comes to your kind of musical career, where did your musical journey start? Did you start as a songwriter, as a musician? How did that happen?
Well, like many singers, like many musicians, I started out in church when I was a wee little baby. And growing up through church, doing all the musicals, getting cast in the old lady parts when I'm 20 and apparently I don't flap the right way that the old ladies do, but I tried. Yeah. And I can sing the notes. So I started in church. In college, I did a cappella. I did gospel choir. I did chorale. I did, this ensemble, that ensemble. And yeah, from there, we had a burlesque punk band.
Oh,
yeah.
Sounds like fun.
It really was fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. We had 3 girls, a bunch of costumes involving, you name it, corsets and tutus and banjos and ukuleles and an accordion and a snake charmer at one point, a snake dancer. It was wild.
That is so much fun.
So that's my tapestry.
Yeah. So then when it comes to your other kind of artistic endeavors, we noticed that you are a member of SAG-AFTRA.
I am.
So what's your experience as an actress maybe versus working in music?
So I have spent a good 6 years as a stunt performer, actually.
Oh, wow.
That's how I started out in SAG. So I've been very fortunate to work as a stunt performer, but I also do acting, of course. Is it different? Yes, because when you're acting, you're somebody else, and you're portraying another feeling, another environment, another person, or experience, I suppose. And then when you're singing, it's very personal. Yeah. It's the most personal instrument, so you have to really get in touch with who you are, and there's a lot of exercises. I could walk you through them if you'd like. Get you singing if you want.
Oh, I don't know about that. That's what you're here for. But I can definitely tell there's a big personal aspect, especially with that first song that you sang. It was more super poetic, and I could tell that was like a personal thing. So
thank you.
So your next song is
Yes.
New Orleans,
Yes.
Which just came out in August. Is that right?
Yes.
So it seemed like there was a kind of a big gap between your kind of like first EP album and the single. So what was it like kind of getting back into making and releasing music? I'm sure COVID has affected everyone differently, and that's probably a big factor in that. So.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't want to say its name, but you brought it up. It's a lot to do with COVID.
Yeah.
It all affected us differently, and this one, I'm happy to have this one be the next one back. It is very joyful. It's very celebratory, and it is about my time that I spent in New Orleans working on a film as a stunt performer. I spent 10 weeks there on the edge of the French Quarter. Wow. It was amazing. I don't know how to say. You walk down anywhere and the best music in the world is here, right, left, and then behind you and in front of you and all these things. And it changed my life. So I wrote a song about it.
Yeah, I was going to say that was my next question. I was going to ask if you've actually been, or so how long did you spend there?
10 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Shooting a film 2019. So it was right before COVID.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, do you mind if we hear it?
I don't mind. I would love to sing it for you. All right, let's go.
Go ahead.
I left my heart in New Orleans along with my best blue jeans. Lit my fire and made me scream. It's why I gotta get back to New Orleans. Criminals and queens marching through the scenes. Everyone's got a story to tell. Everyone's got a secret to sell. Give me beats, a beat, a drummer in the street. Give your body to the Cajun heat. Give me beats, a drink, a trumpet in the street. Better pay mine when spirits sing. I left my heart in New Orleans along with my best blue jeans. Lit my fire and made me scream. That's why I gotta get back to New Orleans. They'll march your body right through the street. Second line's gonna play a song to set you free. But girl, your soul, it ain't never gonna leave. Give me beats, a beat, a drummer in the street. Give your body to the Cajun heat. Give me beats, a drink, a trumpet in the street. Better pay mine when spirits sing. I left my heart in New Orleans along with my best blue jeans. Lit my fire and made me scream. That's why I gotta get back to New Orleans.
That song was so fun. I loved it. I'm a big fan of saxophone, so
yeah.
That's one thing that about your music I feel really sets you apart is your use of instruments, lots of brass and wind instruments. So what drew you to that sound?
Well, again, back to my 10 weeks in New Orleans, I fell in love with it. And I fell in love with the spirit and the community that it brings. You start playing a saxophone or a trumpet and people are going to go, what's going on? I want to be part of that. Let's go. And that's what being a human's all about, right? Is getting together and enjoying something.
So then what's that songwriting process? Does it start with just like a jam session? Do you start with lyrics and then have someone else listen and add to it?
Well, I would think I usually come up with a concept and maybe an initial melody, and then we kind of fine-tune the lyrics, I think. The lyrics is kind of 50-50, I would say, in a lot of this stuff. And I insist on just singing a darn melody that I think is a really good hook. And he's like, but let's make it music. Let's put a thing here and a thing there and build it up and do the whole thing. And we fight. And then we figure it out. We sort of fight.
So I'd like to transition to your final song you'll be playing, Wish I Was a Drag Queen. I listened to it and I loved the meaning behind it. Yeah,
Awesome.
so would you take us through the piece and what it means and what inspired you to write it?
Oh, sure. This one, I appreciate that you get it to whatever. Yeah, it's fun, right? I mean, so I did grow up in the church, and it was a very conservative environment, and I've had the body that I've had since I was 15 years old, and that can be challenging. And it's fun to think about what it would be like to just, take off the body for a little bit, and what would it be like to be somebody else. And, at the end of the day, you are who you are. And I had to come to terms with that and being who I am. But it's still really fun to, I guess, imagine.
Yeah, think about what that would be like.
Sure.
It definitely resonated with me.
You get it, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So thank you for coming in to share with us, and would you mind just playing us out?
Girl, I would not mind. You know I wouldn't. Thank you, Shelby.
I was born and then I was born again with thick black hair and a fire within, a walking, talking vision of original sin. I wish I was a drag queen, then I can take it all off, if you know what I mean. If I was a drag queen, well, I'd be the best one you've ever seen. Now I can't deny what I cannot hide. You may think that I'm a big tease. Well, I can't help it if you're weak in the knees. I wish I was a drag queen, then I can take it all off, if you know what I mean. If I was a drag queen, well, I'd be the best one you've ever seen.
Thank you for watching Titan Radio Live, a collaboration effort between Titan TV and Titan Radio. And one last big thank you to MoMo for coming into our studio and playing for us. So if you like what you heard on today's episode, be sure to check them out on Instagram, or you can find their music on SoundCloud. Broadcasting from California State University Fullerton, I'm Shelby Stancliff, and we'll see you next time.